Hello everyone and welcome to Vlogmas day 11, I think we're on now. I've got my coffee. Today is finally the day I will tell you about the story time that I've been talking about. I've decided that I'm not going to give too much information just in case this opportunity that I had comes up again for the next year, because you never know. Basically, August this year I received a DM on TikTok, and whenever I receive DMs from like companies and businesses and stuff, I always do extensive research to make sure that it's not like spam or fraud or whatever it is. I received a TikTok message asking me if I'd heard of a particular TV show and if I would be interested in entering that TV show. So it's for Kirsty's Handmade Christmas, which I don't think prior to then I'd ever watched. I think I've heard of it. I've definitely heard of Kirsty and I've seen other programs she's done, but I'd never seen the competition show that she did, the Christmas competition show. I don't think. I might be wrong, but it didn't ring any bells when I started to watch it. Bear in mind, this was the end of August. When I looked into the applying and stuff, it'd been up for months before. I think from like mid-year or something it'd been up for. So I was like, okay, it's getting a bit close to the time, knowing that it would be the same year it would go out onto TV. So I was like, okay, well, this is a big thing to be on TV. I've only recently, within the past few years, started to do more to camera things for my own personal stuff. But I thought, you know what, I might as well just give it a go, because you never know. And I started 2024 doing a workshop for about 40 odd people, which was a massive thing for me. But yeah, I thought to myself, if I can do that workshop, I could probably do this as well. So I thought, what's the harm? I will give it a go. So I had to fill out a form, and then I had a call with a lady. She was absolutely lovely, and we discussed it a bit further about the concept of this year's show. And then I had to send off 2 different designs. The first episode literally came out on the 9th of December, so you can see the new format for this year. You have 4 people doing one topic, so the one on Monday was tree decorating, and then I think there's 4 topics, and each winner from those then goes into a final. So you had to design something for the first round, or to design something for the final, just in case you got there. And the filming was literally going to be, I think, like a month after I started applying for all this, so I didn't have long. And also my turnaround time, the lady was like, look, I'm going to need it within a week if you can. So I had to think up some designs very quick. It's very hard to think up whole concepts for things, and knowing that you don't have long. So for example, the tree decorating, you're allowed to make, like, let's say like 95% of it before the day. And I was thinking, well, I've only got a month, so I'm not going to go for that, because it's going to be a lot. And it was then trying to work your life around the potential of doing that. And I was like, well, do I start making things? I don't know if I'm going to get it yet. It was all quite a lot in a very short space of time. I'm not going to give my full designs away, just in case there's, like I say, an opportunity to do it again next year. But that brings me on to the pillows that I recently made. My overall idea for my final was inspired by 2 of my favourite things, Dr. Seuss and Roald Dahl. So you'll see, like, in Charlie Chocolate Factory, there's like these big candy cane trees. Dr. Seuss is very much like red and white a lot of the time. So that's then when I had the idea of doing all of this like candy cane and peppermint stuff that I've been doing recently. And one of my ideas was to have a centerpiece of a big candy cane or punch needle, which is then what I then managed to create not too long ago. The peppermint pillow that I made wasn't really in my design. That was going to be a seat cover, like I said previously, but I turned it into a pillow. As you can probably guess, I didn't get it. It is currently being aired now, which is exciting, so you can watch it and see who's on there, what they get up to. It's a really good show, to be honest. It's always good to see how different people use different crafts to create different things with the same ultimate end goal, you know? But because of that experience, I managed to think up a new design for my whole Cat's Corner. That's where my new logo came from. And it gave me new ideas of things that I can move into and experiment with and craft. So even though it didn't have the end goal that you'd expect, so many things came about from it. And I think that's just how a lot of things are. You always think about the end goal. You never think about the steps that you take to get to the end goal and what you learn along the way. Bit of fun information, I didn't really tell, to be honest, I told 2 people whilst this was happening, because I was like, if I do get it, it'd be so good just to film it, it'd be on TV, and then people are like, wait, hold on a second. So I told 2 people, and since then I've told an extra person. And also I think it's just an example of going for something even if you don't know if you'll get that outcome, because at least you've tried, at least you've gone onto it, and it's another flag that you've planted in your journey of whatever it is that you do. Yeah, that's the story time of how I was nearly on your TV screens this year. Like I say, I started the year 2024 with something big out of my comfort zone. I nearly ended the year on 2024 with something big out of my comfort zone. But you never know, there's still a few weeks left. Who knows what will come up in those few weeks? Something big might still come up, and I will end the year the same way it started. And bringing it back to Vlogmas, the next thing I will be making is my punch needle tote bag. So it'll be in a separate video, but what I've done is I've got the reindeer cat here, I've got the Santa cat here. I will punch needle this one on video for you guys, and then I will put them all onto this tote bag in the same video. All of that will be in one video together. So you'll see punch needle, you'll see how I finish punch needle, and you'll see how I will then put it onto the bags. So that is my current work in progress. I'm also currently working on a little Christmas scene. I'm currently doing that whilst I'm on TikTok Live. That will replace the cat mushrooms. So I've got a new scene to put in there, and I've still got a bit of space on here to decide what else to make. Oh, and I've got another order to pack, so that's great. Thank you if you have made an order this week. I really, really, really appreciate it. They are all going out today, which is Tuesday the 10th. Yeah, that's a little story time. That's what I'm going to be making next, and I think that's everything really for today. Oh, and I'm wearing my new charity shop jumper, my M&S jumper, which is really nice, I must say. Well, that is everything I think today. As always, have a lovely day, have a lovely week. Hope you're enjoying Vlogmas, and I will see you all again tomorrow.